Hello publicists, future and present. Welcome to the PR Stop. Now, a pitch is the most important tool in any PR professional's arsenal. It's how they get their stories to journalists and influencers in order to get those stories featured in publications and online content. It may seem simple, however, there is a right way and a wrong way to pitch. The right pitch can get a lot of engagement and traffic and can make your client very happy, while the wrong pitch can move it straight to the no thank you pile. In this video, I'll be going over some tips and secrets to making a solid, effective pitch that can help you get results. In the world of PR, it's best to say as much as possible with as little as possible. So it's always important to keep your writing efficient and tight. Journalists can get hundreds of pitches a day, so they don't have time to read a novel. Get their attention fast, get right to the point, cover the 5 W's, who, what, when, where, and why, then cut it. Leave out all the fluff. In the business world, there's a term called the elevator pitch. It's called that because it's a pitch that should take no longer than an average ride in an elevator. This is what should be kept in mind when writing your pitch. Think of it as an elevator pitch. Make it 30 seconds, 1 minute long tops. The subject line is what gets the media's attention. It is your first impression, so you know that you can't mess it up. So in order to get that perfect subject line that will stand out above all the others, make sure you follow these steps. 1. Keep it clear. Make it known that it's a pitch. Make it clear and easy to read. Don't use any fancy language because then you risk it getting lost in the shuffle. Number 2. Keep it short. Don't add any buzzwords or enhancing language. An easy to follow guideline is to keep your subject line 50 characters or shorter. Like the pitch itself, you should be saying as much as possible with as little as possible. So one of the first questions a journalist or a media target will ask when they see a pitch in their emails is, why should I care? In other words, is the story interesting? And is the story interesting enough to get people's attention? So what makes a story newsworthy? Well, you can ask, is it new or current? Is it a prominent story? Does it invoke an emotional response? Or will this story affect or make an impact on people? Now, if your story can affirm any of these points, then it's definitely worth your time to make that pitch, to the relevant media, of course. So your story's newsworthy, but if you misread your target, or pitch to a media that's outside the jurisdiction, it doesn't matter. This is where knowledge of your target audience and the preferences of journalists really comes into play. So make sure you've done your research and put together a good media list, which is a list of people who may be interested in covering your story. And these people should be journalists who specialize in your client's market. So for example, let's say you're representing a tech-based client and they're releasing a new pair of headphones or something. Your media list should be populated with journalists and influencers who specialize in tech. Or you can narrow it down in a more nuanced category like audio. So once you finish your pitch, don't just end it. Give them a call to action. Let them know why your story matters, how it's relevant to their readers, and reinforce your timing. Let them know what their next steps to you are. It could be something as simple as letting them know how to contact you for further questions, any more detail, or just so they can indicate their interest in your story. Look, writing a pitch isn't an exact science. If it was, it wouldn't take creatives like me or you to do it. It will take some experimenting to figure out what works and what doesn't, especially when you're starting out. But the more you refine your pitching strategy, the better it will be for you and your future clients in securing solid media coverage. So there you have it, a list of 4 solid tips in writing an effective pitch. If you like this type of content and you want to see more, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. But that's all I have for now. Until next time, thanks for stopping by.